Hello, welcome to another episode. I hope you're feeling well. I don't know, I can't hope. How do you hope that someone's well? You can kind of ask if they're well. Or I suppose that's the positive compassion for people. I hope everyone's safe. I wish, but if someone says, I wish everyone is thinking, you can't wish in this world, nothing comes true. So it's a strange use of words. But hey, I have a bit of as a thing, little heavy head. After a while, went and met a couple of very dear friends, and the problem is afternoon drinking, right? I mean, it wasn't at all in the same league as what I used to do, like the start at like 1, go on till like 1 in the morning. Fuck, I don't know how I used to do those. Crazy. Like, we would typically go, it wasn't any of this nonsense brunch bullshit where you can know 12 to 3 or whatever. It was literally just it was exactly. It is such a clearly laid out motive, right? Which was to go, and the activity for the day was drinking, and it would start at bars. We wouldn't go to a place where you get lunch and everything's laid out and everything has a time within which to finish. And they're like, "Excuse me, sir, that will be your last drink for the brunch session." You're like, "But no, give me a whole bottle. I paid 3,500 rupees." It's just fucking. That's another kind of sort of thing. I mean, but yeah, we did those, but the other ones were literally go with a friend of mine, Arjun. He's sitting in Delhi right now, fucking had some legendary afternoons. So we would go, he would pick me up, and all well washed and groomed, and we'd sit in his car. We would go, I think, I'll give you one example. I think we went to, I think that was not the job, or one of those bars, I think at the Taj or something in Bangalore, Residency. I don't know why we went there, it's fucking expensive. We wouldn't, I don't know, I think felt like we had money or something. Must be just some paycheck had come or something, or salary day. It was a Sunday, so it was a Sunday. Let's say we went there. We did go there. Then that's from about say 1 to 4, and then they're like, "Sir, you need to can't overstay your thing because people." Then even the bartenders like, "Dude, like fucking A, man, take it easy, right?" You don't want them to judge you while you know that you are judging yourself and you're doing something that's not sustainable when it comes to either your mind or your body. One of them is going to get fucked. So then we went on. So then you hit that 4:35, that sun. Like now they call it sundowners, but we didn't have sundowners. I'm not saying that many years back, 2008, 9, Bangalore. We didn't. I mean, there were some sundowners, but they were more like the DJ kind, where people like, "Oh, sundowner," and loud music and that kind of like MTV grind. God, remember that show? Man, a number of times I whipped my. Anyhow, so yeah, it was nice, Vicky. Anyway, we would go in this mid phase where we would feel a little down, like, fuck, man, should we just go home? And then like, what's the point, dude? You have to go back to the same mundane shit of working in. I was working at a company back then, Aditi Technologies. It was, I mean, decent of them to hire me. Didn't do any work, didn't contribute. I mean, did little website stuff. But hey, I speak about this elsewhere. Now, I'm like, what's the point of going home early, fucking waking up, working out? I mean, nothing seems pointless when you're first of all on a bender, second of all when it starts in the afternoon. Nothing really in your life seems exciting or more exciting than what you're about to do, while you know the consequences are going to be bad with a heavy head. Mine's not that as heavy, not as heavy as it used to be, but you know that it's going to be a rough day at work. You know that you're going to go and regret it more because you hate your job anyway, and this has just made that really already miserable experience even more unbearable. And yeah, you've already spent money which came from that salary, that one which looked like, oh fuck, it's everything I worked for that month went in that one day, and it's causing me more pain. So one more month I have to drag my feet till that money comes. Yeah, so we would then go to the next bar. And typically back then, 2008, 2009, Bangalore, there was Opus, which was this karaoke bar on Sunday nights, but they had a bunch of live entertainment, and it was just the hot place to be back then. Really sort of good crowds would come in. Like, I mean, anyone who would be visiting Bangalore, like, what do I do on a Sunday? People like Opus, at least in our community of people we know, in our circle of friends. But it was a pretty big thing. I'm sure if you've been to Bangalore, at some point, even people from outside the country would be like, well, Opus, I'll call. And then they would have karaoke, so then we would go get a table, and we were like regulars at this point, so we would have our own table, just Arjun and I sitting, and he would move to. I remember one night he just drunk in the afternoon. He's had a bunch of drinks, and and then at 6:37, he's like, I need to move to Long Island iced tea, and he speaks like this. So Arjun, if you're listening, fucking you remember this. And I'm like, oh no, I can't do that, man. It's too strong. So I moved to this fucking vodka called Aristoff. Oh, good lord. If I say it now, I can smell it and taste the piece of shit bastard. Oh, I mean, it hasn't done anything. It's just badly made vodka, and it was cheap. I could have had Absolute. I didn't have Absolute Grey Goose, but I'm not shelling out. Every like one drink is one salad. No, one paycheck just fucking here. 12 months I'm in debt. That's but yeah, I would have Aristoff, and just to mask the taste, I would mix it with like soda or coconut water. I know soda is not supposed to mask the taste, but I would, oh my god, just saying these brings back like a wave of nausea. Ugh. But yeah, those were wild nights. And I wouldn't drink on a Monday to recover, nothing, just back to work out, whatever. If I think about it now, it gives me severe, I think, emotional nausea, just like, you know, it's like, what the fuck were you doing? But now it's much better. It was hardly even on that scale. If that was 100% or 600% for you, yeah, yesterday's were like maybe 5%. So it's still, but it's bad. My 5% or maybe my 10% is most people's 90%. So I shouldn't really be talking. But yeah, I'm having this recovery drink now. Really, when I opened this first, my mom's like, it's got basil seeds in it. I'm like, cool, okay, maybe at the bottom somewhere. Dude, I don't know. I'm going to say this thing where we eat this thing called paisa, and it's called sabaki paisa. It's made out of, I forget what the things, tapioca seeds, or it's made out of, I don't know, misal pav. I don't know what the Marathi people call it. But anyway, she said, so literally I had a sip of this. I think it's orange. And I thought I was like drinking someone's jizz. It was just like this. I don't think just has seeds in it. It does, but not, oh God, not the stuff you can crunch on. But, oh, why am I going down talking about this? Why am I going down this path where I'm drinking my own cum? Anyway, this is not my own cum. This is a really good, refreshing juice that has basil seeds, but a lot of basil fucking seeds, dude. Like, if I had soil in my belly, like literally, I would become a basil. And that would be interesting. Anyway, I'm going to try some. What are seeds, dude? What the fuck? How the fuck would they put so many seeds in this? But it's actually very tasty. Maybe this is bringing out some deep, dark secret about me and nutty, seedy flavored drinks. Anyhow, feeling better though, as every basil seed enters my body. I can just immediately feel the release of toxins and inflammation reduction, and my joints loosening up because it's a superfood, motherfucker. Yeah, but it still tastes like, no, it tastes fine. It's just the texture. Sometimes even if something tastes bad, but the texture is okay, you just kind of, chew through it. But for me, texture is such an important thing. That's why sometimes I can't, or for the most part, deal with like seafood, because it just pisses me off. Like those prawns with the shell and okay, I think maybe also if I don't know what it is, but yeah, I mean, you will, I can taste, right? So I think seafood does have a very distinct taste, like especially shellfish and good fish. And there's no good fish, bad fish, but what I mean is less smelly fish. But strangely, the texture of fish is much better than, for me, chicken, because it's powdery, flaky. That powdery may not be too powdery also, but flaky as fuck. Yeah, fucking fish never showed up for the date. Yeah, flaky as fuck. And but prawns with those eyes and gosh, I don't know. Someone pointed out once. I saw it, or maybe I saw it on Google Maps. I was like, fucking hey, what does a prawn look like? It looks fucking intimidating. But the same thing, it's got the texture as tendi, or some gourd we have. I'm sure you know, tondekai, tendi. That similar texture, like crunch. That's apparently what a prawn. But they put these like veins there. If you eat that, you feel ill. Why would you do all that shit? Tendi, that vegetable, has absolutely no complications. But I'm more of a veg guy, man. I just realized. But even chicken, it has to, as I told you, it can't taste like chicken, but also it can't feel like chicken. Like if I get a bone or gristle or like a little like piece which is juicy, I'm like, oh God. And you don't want to be when you're eating something or swallowing something, right, ladies? And and yeah, paneer, even if it doesn't taste the best, I'm like, okay, you know what, it's fucking paneer. And I know I respect my food fucking before someone's like, oh, you just means that you waste it. No, I don't waste it. But I'm just more, I think there's a mindset to food. So sometimes, people are like, oh, you never grew up eating meat. And I think that does make a difference because like right now, a lot of Brahmin people are like belting meat, like chicken. I really want some good chicken. I'll call you upon this chicken. And CHIKUN, chicken. And they love it. But it can't taste like chicken. So anyway, I don't want to go back. If you guys missed on that episode, you can check it out. Did I say it? No. I think I'd mentioned it in an episode. I don't think I did an episode about it. But anyhow. So, yeah. I can't handle it. But I love veg food, man. Really, really good. So I'm going to eat some veg food after this. I think that would be a good idea since I'm talking about it. And once I get done with this healthy, nutty semen kind of beverage. Cold and orange tasting. I've got more balls in my mouth than Mia Khalifa ever has. Don't listen to this with your kids around. Hey, by the way, Ashwini, hello, if you're listening. She sent me a message. Thank you for the feedback, Ashwini. And I want to just, since Ashwini's raised this point, I'm a big believer in listening to feedback. But also, I'm very keen on putting out good sound. So as you're watching this video, of course, it's just for your YouTube enjoying pleasure. But when you're listening to this, I read a lot about this. I've watched a few reviews on YouTube, but I've got some good people to tell me that the mics I'm using are good. And my boy, Mr. Somnath, is also working on his skills on cleaning up in case. So if you guys have an issue hearing me or have any issue with the audio of the podcast, see, sometimes when I do a guest episode, because Ashwini said that, when I'm going to work, she lives in London, proper London, on the tube, she's going to work and she wants to listen to the SoapyRao show, as you must, all of you wankers, you must, because Ashwini vouches for the show, and she's on her way to work. She sounds like a poodle, and she's putting on her headphones and she's downloaded the episode because there's no network in the tube, and then fucking apparently it's bad quality sound where she's not able to hear me. Hey, maybe Ashwini got your gears checked, bro. So I'm going back and checking whether we need to correct things from our end, as in Somnath and me, the team that does this. But if you if anyone else ones, I like that word, it sounds elfish. Else ones, yes there, overlord. What art thou engaging in battle with the superior over beings? You are just the else ones. Why do we as else ones believe that the privileged are oppressing the undercasted else ones, and therefore we must be in a position to fight back and claim back what was once ours, or never ours, but we want some of it, please. Else ones, coming soon on a wife near you. Very sex episode, sorry, very, very. What do you do when you drink a drink like this? I don't think I'm going to repeat this act on the next episode. But anyway, so the sound sometimes, I'm going to, just as a disclaimer, when I'm doing the guest episodes, I try to control as much as possible the sound levels when it comes to asking them to put on headphones or be in a quiet room, or if they have an option of recording. Anyway, I try to do the best thing. But some of them just live. They live. I think their home is made out of plates. Like, it just clatters all the time, and they put the fan on, so there's as much as I can do, but sometimes the audio quality on the recording on the Zoom call, if I'm not able to get a separate source track, is compromised. So for that, I do apologize in advance, and for anything you might have heard which was not clear. But this is how it works. While it's amazing that I can access people from around the world, I suppose I don't want to do it, but sometimes quality in audio is a little compromised. I try to make it sound as good, and we're going to make it better. But if any of you besides Ashwini had an issue with the sound, do drop me. For this, all you fuckers will write in now. No, your sound is shit, your sound is shit. But any kind of feedback or advice, I would love to hear. You can write in on SoapyRao Show, SoapyRaoshow @gmail.com, or you can write to me on Instagram at SoapyRao, SoapyRao. I appreciate it, and of course, I am going to be on my way, go and recover and get some stuff done and get the week started, because this is the beginning of the week if you're listening to it. Oh my god, no, but yeah, exactly. The recordings happen before the day of the release, or sometimes on the day, but I try to give Somnath some time because I don't want him to wake up on a Monday with a hangover, not get anything and recover and be like, oh fuck, something's deliverable. So yes, I'm going to head along, have my day ahead, and I hope all of you are good. And yeah, I hope I had no issues on this one with the audio quality. I hope you heard it right. And yes, to this drink, which is ballsy to say the least. I'm going to finish it. Not that they're sponsoring this podcast. It's just in the fridge, that's why I drank it. At least if they're sponsoring it, then I'm like, okay, they're paying me, at least fucking suck it up, swallow, whatever. They're not even paying me this. Anyhow, like another 4 bottles to go through, but I think my mum, oh god, my mum enjoys it, yeah. I don't know what it says about our family, but anyway, on that seedy note, I'll see you, I'll hear you, see this is what happens, a bottle. I'm trying to hit stop recording this once. That's why I'm just going to talk till I do it. So till next time, what am I going to say? Okay, that's it. I'll see you guys. Have a good one. Take care. Bye.